Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Seeing as it's almost pumpkin spice everything season and Molly wanted a refresh, we decided to go for something a little bit more on the copper side. Copper gold to be exact. And I know a lot of you find formulating that particular shade quite tricky, so that's what this video is all about. You've seen the gorgeous Molly here on my channel before, and she has beautiful hair to work on. She's been traveling for the last 3 months and she had some existing highlights that I did. She has done an open water diving course while she was away and her hair was a little bit green. So first things first, we needed to treat that with the Chelator from K18. This removes the minerals and metals from the hair and gets the hair prepped for K18 molecular mist. We want to use this to protect the hair throughout the lightening service. For the lifting, I used Wella Blonde or Multi-Blonde mixed with 13 Vol, that's 4% at a 1:2 ratio. And of course, there were foil me foils. Of course there were. Everything I used on Molly's hair will be listed in the description box below. Now let's have a few foiling top tips. As the YEEE-HAAA gloss formulas I'll be using on Molly's hair are deeper and warmer than I've ever used before, I'm making sure that the highlights are nice and bold. Bold weaves with lots of space in between the packets. And of course there are loads of foiling tutorials here on my channel. In fact, they're all in a playlist. Now, once I'd taken off the back of Molly's highlights, I wanted to get the front to lift a little bit faster, but without using any ambient heat. So my top tip is cling film. It's fantastic for that double incubation and getting maximum lift. Then to make sure all of that swimming pool green was gone, we went in with the K18 Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo. And oh look, a super clean canvas, no green, but we do need to deal with that slightly stitchy root. Let's get into some formulas and what we're going to use to create that soft copper gold. To keep things simple, let's have all of the formulas on screen now. Maybe you and your clients are really into warmer formulas, so maybe screenshot this for future reference. Okay, more copper tips incoming, so let's pause here for a second so I can share. So you may have noticed from the formulas I've just given you that what we used on Molly's root was much less warm than what went on her mid-lengths and ends, and that's to keep it looking natural. The last thing you want from a copper is a glowy root. Secondly, with YEEE-HAAA Gloss, it's all formulated to be much cooler than you actually think. So don't be afraid of adding those C's and AAs into your warm formulas. But how exactly do you apply a warm copper root shadow and zone tone? Well, I'm going to show you. Starting off the application with the deepest formula, which I will warn you now, if you're new or have never used YEEE-HAAA Gloss before, it will look very vibrant when you apply it. I'm applying that to 1 inch of the hair to cover the stitch marks from the foils. The wagging finger here is telling you that I'm leaving out the face frame area because that's going to have the lighter of the two formulas applied. This makes sure that everything is blended from those foils. It means you can use a bolder foil and get a much more blended result. There's a reminder of the formula again and the wagging finger just to remind you not to apply this deeper root formula to the face frame. As I went through with my mid-length formula, I wiped my hands on that towel that you've just seen to make sure I didn't transfer any colour onto the face frame or the very ends. Then I added the clear that was in the separate bowl into the formula and went through the face frame and the ends and processed for 20 minutes before rinsing, shampooing and applying K18 leave-in mask to do the repair and seal the deal. The tips and techniques featured in this video can be used whether you're creating the brightest, most vibrant copper or a soft copper gold like this one. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, you know exactly what to do. And there's loads more free hair education here on my channel and on my Instagram, which is on screen now. A huge thanks for watching this, and I'll see you all in the next one.